Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season 3. We are in our chemical district that we built just a couple episodes ago, or started, and it's been building ever since. And as you can see, we're pretty close, but we got some help from the helicopters that should get these things done hopefully a little sooner than we are doing right now. There were some pipe connections that weren't really there yet, and they're working on that. But yeah, chemical is super close. But the chemical industry still needs one major industry with a minor output but a large volume that we have to build up here with cableways. Plus, Strakorov is about to be planned. I do realize it's winter, but honestly, it is almost the end of winter, so don't worry about it too much. It's 13 more in-game days, and I don't think we're going to have a real issue. But as you can see, all but 2 of the chemical plants are done. However, the pipe connections aren't, so that's going to take a little while. It is winter, so I'm not going to show you everything else, but what we need to do is get our lumber industry going. As you can see, there are a lot of trees already here, and trees is the only resource that you can actually plant yourself, but it takes a while, I think 2 or 3 years until a tree matures. So, yeah, just be ready that if you want to start it, at least start in an area where you have somewhat available. Just FYI, what we got here. These are exactly the same. I don't know what this one is. Oh, you just have the connections on both sides instead of one. But now, since we have the mirroring, that shouldn't be a real problem anymore. But yes, what I want to do is set up our wood industry as efficient as possible, hopefully. If we need to, I'm willing to throw some forklifts in here, but I really hope that we don't actually have to. And here's the thing, if you turn on your, not the underground, if you turn on your overlays, actually this is a relatively good area for this. That's fine. We can flatten out a lot of stuff here. We'll put that one there. The next one that I want is place a large open storage as far in the middle of the 2 woodcutters that we're going to have here as possible. Let's see, can we... this is what I want. I would like the other... Nope, actually, this is fine. I know, I have a picture in my mind, and this makes more sense with what I want to do next, because we also have to put the sawmill somewhere, and wherever we put the sawmill, we're going to put the conveyor belts, not conveyor belts, but cableways that we also want, and that's going to be important. So there's one there. Honestly, this one really doesn't matter what direction it looks, so we'll just pretend this is the right place. We can help the terrain just a little bit before we get too far into this. Pick this back, because we do need to connect all of our direct factory connections if we can at all. See, that trick doesn't work anymore where you just hide your whole GUI and then we'll just do something for you. I want to go out pretty far, but I don't like that I don't get the automatic factory connection. I think this is still you're just too long. Just a little bit. Okay, fine. We can do that better. I'm stretching it out this as far as I can. I'm hoping just a little closer should do the trick. Really? Why? It doesn't look that far on the other side. I mean, look at this. This is pretty good. Do the same thing. Just the exact same thing. I'm about to copy whatever that woodcutter was doing over there, but I don't want to yet. So yeah, now I want to spread this out as far as possible. I guess you're saying that's as far as you can. Okay, well, stop arguing with you. Spread it out as far as possible because the influence areas are not shared. So they can only go as far as they can actually reach. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. And then we get this sawmill in here. Now the sawmill... Yes, I would like 2 things from this sawmill. One, I would like you to look the exact same way as the woodcutter that's already there. And then I would like the factory connection to point out a little further because that's going to be important. Now here, we don't necessarily need the large, the medium. This is not large, this is just medium. We don't actually need this connection, but it would be nice if we can have it. So yeah, to start out in the middle of winter, actually it's just becoming spring. Let's level out this area just a little bit. And we're gonna need this not just to place some buildings, but also to get some roads going. Oh, there was some snow that tried to come down there. We got some roads going and other things, and also the cableway station has to come in here at some point. Pretty sure the road is going to be on the outside here, so I can ignore that. But since we are in a mountain and it's pretty steep, we do have to make sure that we widen out this whole base enough that we have enough ground to get the slope working. Because if you try it right now, the slope is barely moving. We also have some rocks here, and that's fine. But what you need to do is you need to widen out your base so you can actually slope up the mountain a little more. Otherwise, at some point, you're just gonna stop leveling completely. And that's, I think that's what people have a big problem with the just how the terraforming works in this game. It's just one of the aspects or things that you have to consider when you do level. It's not like on other games where you can just do whatever you want. You actually have to think a little bit and have to plan ahead and can't just, well, you know, go bulldoze away and then hope something happens. It's not how this works. Yeah. I'm gonna widen this out just a little more. I think we almost have enough space for what I want. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm very hopeful. If we can get a medium size in here, I want to get a medium size in here. Once you have a relatively basic plateau built, you can get a little steeper slope for terraforming with buildings. A little steeper, and I think one of the most recent updates actually addressed that a little bit. Some people consider that cheating. I think that's fine. Right now it's just using what the game is giving you to make something work. And either way, I'm not that hung up on it. Do whatever you want, but as you can see, I can spread out this plateau just a little more than I could with the excavators, with the normal terraforming tools. Now, if you go back with the excavators, so you're gonna revert everything you just did, so don't do that. I am hoping that if I go here, and I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Yeah, too sharp of a turn. So I have to point you just a little more the other way, but then we should be able to get this in here. Now, I haven't built industries like this in a long, long time, but that doesn't mean I have to be terrible at this. Maybe now? Aha! Yes, and I even can straighten out this connection a little bit. This is perfect. This is going to be for wood. This is going to be for, boards. This is going to be for wood. Perfect. Let's assign that. And then the big one, cableways. This one I may actually do big poles, just because that could make sense here. Almost. I probably need the road connection on the other side, otherwise this is not gonna work. But I think, yeah. This is not the most perfect thing I've ever seen, but ooh, I just had a thought. I can even get some people up here. I don't have to use just the cargo stations. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I am not 100% certain that I can get these in the way I want to, because yeah, that first one. Oh, luckily we have helicopters now, so we don't have to worry about the connectivity as much to get up on this hill like we did in the old parts of the game. And that is really, really nice. Wow, this is a nice long cableway connection. I love it. Yes. Let's go to there, because I'm already pointing at the wrong direction. I was looking around here earlier, just to see what's going on and what we can do. And one thing that we can do is put another aggregate loading in here. Not aggregate, storage. Open, medium, storage. This is what I want. I already know that I can put it right here. Here-ish. Right there. See? It's right in there. Super happy. You're like, well, you have no other connection. I'm like, calm down. It's fine. Let's get our, what is this? This is concrete rail. What we just want is go up here, just high enough. And then there are some power lines running over here, but As I said, I checked this out earlier. I checked this out earlier. You can actually get around here, and I can make this a separate line that doesn't have to block the brick version. I was thinking about maybe getting it into the brick, but then I realized brick is also super high volume, so that's not a good idea. Now this one can actually get started. Run by the monument there. Oh, there's some more power lines that run through there. Got to get around those. Take this back just a little bit, and then yeah, perfect. Get that one assigned. Number 1 should be on that pretty soon. Rail, we can get that assigned. I may have to babysit this a little bit. Let's get this guy out there. We can probably reduce the number of workers in here, because I would like to have more workers available for... What do I need? Like 100 is, I think, a good number. More workers available for Strakorov to get things done. That's important. Okay, so that's good. Let's turn off this. For some reason, I'm really mixing up my F keys today, and that's not fun. But this is the end of our cableway station. I don't think this is very surprising, but I do want... The mirror function is just a lifesaver. This is great. Point you somewhat in the right direction. I think this will be fine. Then, ideally... Oh, this is gonna work. Ideally, I would like a separate road connection here to that station, because... I know this one's gonna work. Stop fighting me, game. There you go. Yes. Because ideally, I would like to run buses here as well as nothing else. So I don't want to get blocked by these coal trucks that are going to run here forever. So that looks good. This train is already here. Oh, you actually can turn around right away. That's awesome. And I will turn this into electric rail just in a second. Actually, when this one is done. You're moving so fast. This is awesome. Cool. Cool. Stop being distracted. I did set heavy poles because we will have a lot of lumber that gets moved around, and this is just a better option. Now, when you place these, you want to keep in mind where you want to go. Very important. And I want to go up here. There's the pole. There's the pole that I want. This pole's probably not going to work. But there's the pole. Just keep that in mind. We are right here. We actually pointed pretty well already. Wow. This is working. And this, I would argue, is exactly what cableway poles are for. And this will be awesome. This will just look great. And with helicopters, I feel really good about just building these the way we are now. I actually... Yeah, it feels right. It just feels like the thing that they're designed to do. Oh, there's one that's just green already. That's just too easy. Yeah, this piece is going to be a little harder because we will have to maneuver around that turn a little bit. I may have to rearrange the building that I have on top here, but maybe not. Definitely have to rearrange this guy because that one's not playing ball. So let's try this. Maybe we're lucky though. Wow. I did not expect this to be this easy, but thanks, helicopters. And let's get the helicopters on those pieces that I can't reach with anything else. Yes, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is great. Then I would like these road connections to go somewhere. Now, we are in a forest. We are absolutely in a forest. There's no gravel road here. This is just a forest logger camp. Nothing else. So let's keep it simple, shall we? Just run a street through here. We're gonna replant all the trees later on. This will all be pine because it's on top of a hill. It's not gonna be anything but pine, trust me. That's how forest works. Can we? Yes, we can connect right to here. Have an almost relatively straight piece of road, and I'm gonna show you. A lot of people tell me this. I do know this trick. You can reach out and flatten a lot of area that you want to go to, and then you just, instead of putting your road or your end of whatever you just flattened with right at the end of where you are, just pull back a little bit and then extend your piece again, and then just flatten again and again, and then this should make a relatively smooth connection later on. I'm probably gonna eat my words, but for right now that's what I say and that's what I'm sticking with. It's okay. Right, that one goes there. I actually have a pretty, I want to say, cool idea of what I want to do with that passenger connection that we're going to get there. But I'll show you that, and honestly, you probably already know what I want. I want a 90-degree connection here. That's 90 degrees. That's 90 degrees. And this one, nope, just... Yep, didn't fight me at all. This is... wow. Since now this is all dirt road, this is already available for access. So let's get our guys up here. I have all 4 construction offices coming up there. I am partially assuming that the other construction offices already have picked up everything here that they can get to, and that should be fine. Yeah, no, this is our logger camp, and I really like it, actually. Once this is done, this will look pretty neat, and we will... yeah, this is wood. Let's call it that. T for wood, and this will be boards. Why do I do it this way? Because if you use the little T to write on it, you actually get this written on top of your buildings. A lot of vanilla buildings do that now, I think even all of them, and then a few of the other buildings as well. Great. Now that that is all taken care of, let's... no, we don't have to worry about that. Let's worry about trees. We want pine, a lot of it. And you can overplant this everywhere, and it's actually planted really densely, but we will need this, and I will have to replant this over and over again whenever appropriate. I could put a couple more plateaus in here, just so we have more trees available, but honestly, I think this looks man-made enough that we don't have to mess around with that. But make sure that you have enough trees available in your logging camp, logging areas, otherwise you will be sorry. Very sorry. Yes, and this is, again, this is just a logger camp, so there should be trees pretty much everywhere. Would be really cool. Maybe there are some assets out there for just logs, log piles that just lay around everywhere. That could be pretty nice. But for right now, I'm just making this really, really dense until we get a forester or something similar that can replant their own trees. I'm not sure if that's planned or not. Honestly, I'm not that bothered by it. Most games have it. If this is one of the few games that doesn't have it, oh well, you just have to figure out what to do with your forest. It's not that high on my list. I realize that a lot of people will like it as a quality of life improvement, because you do have to check this now very much and a lot and all that stuff, but hey, it's fine, probably. Oil. Oil is still not here. The source is not sending. You are connected to something, okay. The destination's full, does not require oil right now. Okay, you have oil, you have oil. You do not have oil. You do not have oil. Okay. I think there are a couple problems that I have to fix here. Let's go underground. One problem, obviously, this guy's not connected. That's the first one. The second problem, this guy is connected, but I don't think it believes... yeah, it doesn't think it's connected. I think this is a problem from the copying at some point, because there was a... something was funky here. I think this pipe is just not connected to this one. I think that is my problem. So, let's see if we can address that by just not removing all of the pipe, but some of the pipe. And just to be safe, I'm going to do the same thing here, because honestly, it really had the same problem. So get that one in there, get the pipe here. There we go, get all of this built. Is this one built yet? I think it's built. honestly, I don't know. Let's see what our range is. Yes, you can get everywhere. Wonderful. That looks good. I do have this full of excavators now. I haven't really set up the transport yet, but that will happen eventually. Where did these trucks go? Oh, they're sitting there. They're just further in than I expected. That's neat. That's fine. That's all right. That's going to work. This is a chemical industry area, so this is not going to have any trees or any plants around. At some point, these technical services are going to get used. Right now, I don't want to worry about bringing vehicles up there. Now, this city is also doing its thing. Actually, it's pretty much done. That's nice. We could start on... well, no, we can't start on chemicals until we have wood. So, let's leave this whole area alone, because, yeah, we spend a lot of time on this little logger camp, but honestly, I'm pretty excited about this one. Let's make sure that this is all getting built. 1 and 3 can come out there, and that will be nice. And then, yeah, we can just have a tree, not a tree, a train, yep, that's the word. Have a train come in here and take care of all the boards and just distribute them in our nation, republic. That will be nice. That's assigned. Cool. Wonderful. Personnel-wise, we are still doing like we were doing before. Nothing really changed there. On our island, before we go to Strakorov, on our oil island, I actually had a couple buildings on this island burn down. One of them was this guy, small transformer. You probably noticed that if you looked at my notification that something burned down. But yeah, I didn't. So here we are. I need a couple more helicopters that can go out here, and then I have to tell this guy to also refuel this fire station. Cool. That was a traffic jam. This one's not a traffic jam that I like to see with refrigerators. But honestly, if this is the problem that we have too much meat there now, that is not really a problem. So that's a good thing to have. Another thing you may care about, I keep bringing in more oil with these ships. Simply because we are pretty low on oil here most of the time. And that's not very favorable for anything that we want to do. So yeah, that's happening. This little store is doing its job. It's looking really good. I haven't seen shoppers in front of the shop, which means this setup seems to be doing exactly what I needed to do. Kind of surprised by that, honestly. I didn't know if it would work out this way, but it does, and it's fine. Everything is good, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And there's actually something I want to show you. Turn this off. Look at this. Look at how busy this is. I saw that and was just like, wow. It's all working, but I'm not wow, like, wow, I built this. I'm wow that this game is actually still running so smoothly and getting you actually this view of busyness. It's lovely. It's everywhere. Everywhere is really busy, and they're doing all these things, and our little agents just getting their stuff done, and they're just, this is why it's worth playing this game. Like, even this bridge, it's just, they're everywhere. They're just doing their thing. No, I like this area right up here at the most. You see so much going on, so many people. Yep, no, enough of that. I really, really like it. There was one update that came out today that I want to look at quick. We have free time, prey, education level. I was told average productivity, 113%. So, there was always the question what the loyalty does, and right now this guy has loyalty 70%, and your productivity is 113. I don't think I have many people in my republic that don't have a high loyalty, like 70%, maybe one of the lower ends. Because right now, with all the monuments that I have in the cities already, plus the radio station, one radio station that's concentrating just on propaganda, pretty easy to get your loyalty up, so that is not... I don't know, I'm not excited. This is a bad building. 73% average. Let's see, 76, 80... I want to see one. There we go. Yeah, productivity 91% for 38% loyalty. That's nice. That's kind of what I want to see. I just don't know what that translates to. Do they just have more output in the 8 hours that they work, or do they work a little more or a little less? Honestly, in the end, it doesn't matter that much. It really, really doesn't. But we are here. We have a couple more storages done. Woohoo! We are working on the tunnel. We are working on the coal. We have our gulags almost done. Gosh, get these. I think I need to tell number 5. Sorry. Construction office number 5 to stop worrying about... Nope, don't assign. Unassign. Stop worrying about this stuff just for a little bit. Keep worrying about the tunnel. That's fine. Unless I just unassigned that. Just worry about this, because once these buildings... Actually, no, once this building is done, that's my high priority item. Once that one is done, we can invite people, because this one is a small clinic. Yeah, it's important, but not that important. Small school. Yeah, it's important, but not that important. Do I miss something? Kindergarten? No, this is supposed to be the kindergarten. I don't think that's going to be enough. I may throw another kindergarten in here later. But then on the other hand, I don't really want children living here. So, yeah, I started graveling this piece of road. It's not super important, but it's nice to have a path to the border when we really want to, and gravel at this point is pretty much free. Cool. The other thing, maybe I'll show you this because I always get questions. What's your composition for your construction offices? My answer is always, don't worry about it too much. It's not the highest priority item for me when I think about it. I always have a lot more dumpers than anything else. Then you want to have a sufficient amount of concrete mixers, because once you need concrete mixers, you need a lot of them. Then you want to have a sufficient amount of flatbeds or open hulls, because you need them for transport of mechanisms and for transport of everything in the open storages, which is a lot. Usually you need a lot of that. And then you still need a handful of excavators, because the leveling process and just multiple roads that you work on at the same time, they're very important. You want to do that. But then you also want cranes, and don't mess around too much with the road cranes. Road cranes are nice when you are in a area that doesn't have a lot of buildings going up, like more when you need them to go out to power poles or like smaller things like pipes and other things. They are just more flexible and more movable than the cranes, but the cranes all they just need is a flatbed to go out there. And then the crane is a lot faster, because this one has a multiplier of 95, where the road cranes only have a multiplier of 32. So pick your poison, and then you obviously need buses. And you can't fit all of this in a regular 12-seater construction office. Like this one is pretty close to what I would recommend. You also need a closed hull. So I have, what do I have? 2 big dumpers, 2 normal-sized concrete mixer, 1 bus, 2 big cranes, 2 flatbeds, 1 covered hull, and 2 excavators. This is a pretty good one. You can also add more dumpers, take out a crane. You can add more dumpers and take out a mixer or 2. It just depends what you want, but this is a pretty solid start. But I find that you usually want 4 offices like I have here to get your things rolling. And then just look at the levels, because they will help you understand what you need to build where. Wonderful, Strakorov. So what we need to do is start with roads. This is going to be a rather, why would you, no, I want to start all, no. I want to start all the way out there, as straight as possible, because what I would really, really, really like to do, yeah, level me out a little bit here, buddy. I'm honestly not that concerned, because a straight road may be exactly what I want in this case. How's this look? That doesn't look terrible. Over here looks a little terrible. Let's do that again. Oh boy, this game. There you go, go down. Much better. Cool, but yeah, the rest doesn't look terrible. It's just like kind of a thing. And then I would like quadrants. Maybe let's have this water quadrant. And yes, this may feel a little like city skyline. I'm not gonna deny that, because this is kind of part of the planning process. And right now, all we want to do is build some type of road infrastructure for the city. Building that first is going to be crucial, so we can actually get all our other pieces in place. So let's get these in. I'm not planning on packing the city. Like, I don't want to pack this as tight as possible. I want to have it a nice city with a lot of property owners and all of that stuff. And I hope this is going to work out nice. It may not, but it may. And that's fine. So having those there looks pretty good. Then I would like these guys to connect up to the outsides of the city. But I want them to connect in a way that I can put buildings on both sides of the road. It's just more efficient that way. That's fine. Yes, I am leveling the roads just a little bit, because I'm highly anticipating that we will have some ride-alongs here. And I don't want them to look completely crappy. Just keep that in mind. Okay. And don't worry about the, what do we say, trolley buses. I may still use them. This actually could be nice. I probably will still use them for the main routes. I just don't know what the main routes are at this point. That's all. So that one can connect right here. It's a little downhill, so having this little snake in there feels natural, feels right. And then from there, I saw you. There you go. Actually, I want you a little more inside. There you go. Okay, you're gonna get a 90-degree connection there. Get you in here. We'll have some waterfronts in there. Everyone wants waterfronts, so that is perfect. This one, I hope. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that looks good. We can connect right in there, and then get this one. I think that looks good. I don't need 90 degrees, but close to 90 degrees would be nice. Wiggle this a little around, and then get you in there. That is nice. And the last one, just over here. Now, obviously, this is all really, really large space, and I like it. And I think we're going to add a lot of crossroads later on, but for right now, this is our main road that connects to this area. Let's see. Did I do trolley buses or did I do these? Honestly, I don't know. But for the rest of the connection, because I don't necessarily need people to walk on here, I just want a regular asphalt road to the industrial area. That should be fine. Cool. That is connected there. I think it will be helpful to have another connection here, but I would believe we need a bridge for that. So let's get a bridge that is appropriate. Nice old brick bridge. Honestly, this may be good. Hill causing obstruction. And stop causing obstruction, hill. Get this one in here. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. I like that. Yeah. Get that bridge in there. That is a good connection. And then this road, I would think, will be an airport connection somewhere here. We'll have to do a lot of terraforming, and I don't think we can even reach everything that we have here. Yes, I don't have a connection yet. So I'll probably have to build another construction office somewhere out in yonder to get some things done. But this is a pretty good start for the city. Not as much as I thought I could get to today, but we're also not done yet. Not yet. Because something that we need to do is build a capital, a royal capital seat on top of the mountain. I don't think this is going to be a good place for any building, but I think this area could be really, really nice. So the first thing we should do is get our headquarters of the Communist Party and flatten this area. Oh yeah, that's going to take a little while, but making this really flat may be a really, really good option. And then I would like your opinions, your mods, and please leave links. Tell me what we should build. What is going to be our capital seat of power? Let's go with that. I would like to put something here that looks grand, that looks really cool, that fits the theme, that is pompous, but not overly just something. Give me something that we can put here that looks really big and great, but also looks like someone could live there. I need a palace. A palace of some sort. It doesn't have to be real life or anything else. It just has to look like it fits in here. That's all I care about. And as you probably just saw, I can't even flatten this whole area because we can't reach on top of this hill really that much. This is pretty much as far as we can reach, and our excavators are already having problems. And that's fine, honestly. I think we can... let's just do that right now. We can plan on another construction office, and this is just going to be for... oh, come on. There we go. This is just going to be for landscaping this area, and if we have to, we can build another one somewhere out here for the actual airport. And then for the airport, I may even put a tram system in on a separate road connection, but I don't know about that yet. Now, this one, I would imagine that when I'm done with everything, this construction office is going to go away. And we're going to use all of this area also for more citizens. So let's just build roads that make us remember that. Free excavator, yep, just do the thing. Wow, I can't even reach out here. No. Game, when you tell me something, don't just pretend like I'm clicking a button, because I didn't. Come out this way. And then, honestly, I don't like that this one's coming out as far as it does. I would really love it if I... Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, that was bad. I clicked the wrong button entirely. Oh, I'm a little mad about that, because it was actually exactly like I wanted it to, and now it's probably not going to be as good, but it's going to be fine. So get those in there, get this one assigned, get my road back, this one, thank you. This, I would like to, yeah, smoothly connect to that piece of road. That's how fast we can excavate, or how far we can excavate. I'm tricking the game a little bit. You can see them every once in a while, but I don't want to use money. I think this is fine. This is fine for what I want there. And if we have this, then we may as well build another connection here. As long as we have excavators, we should use this opportunity. And make it somewhat grid-shaped. It doesn't have to be an amazing grid, and I'm not Lee Hawkins. I respect the topography, but not to the level that he can. But I think we have a pretty good starting area for a large city. There's going to be a lot of shopping districts. I will have to think about bus stops, but I'm hoping that it can take them maybe off to the side of the road a little bit. Otherwise, I'll just put them on the road. It's not the end of the world, honestly. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we have to do here. And time is flying. I am hoping that our lumber industry is done. Hoping. I don't know if that's realistic. Our lumber industry is done. Okay, let's set this up. I'm not gonna go and you know, get all my vehicles at the border and then send them up here. It's really cute, but in this case, again, there's just so much clicking involved. If you want to do that in your game, please do so. If it adds something to how you like to play the game, absolutely do it. Do not listen to me. But for me, fine. Peltry capacity, total capacity. This does not look like a lumber truck. It just doesn't. We have this guy, looks a little better, and you do 16 tons, you do 14. This looks more like a lumber truck, but I think we're gonna have just a little mix of a couple different trucks. On that one, same thing here. Do we have any? Nope, we have no NATO versions. So, get me a white one, get me a blue one. This is too small. Give me one of those. Should be a good start. We obviously don't have workers. So let's fix the worker situation. First, I know that I can use the heavy personnel cars. Wonderful. I want... why don't we just do this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I don't know. We can do 36 total. Let's do 15 of these. And then heavy cargo car for boards. That should be good. Yes, we're going to mix these. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be fine. And then passenger on here, you want to... on this station, you want to load passengers only. On this station, you want to unload cargo only. I don't know that I want to do wait until unloaded, because that may interfere with our passenger wagons. And that's fine. On this side, I want to do unload passengers only. And load these guys. Obviously would, but I think you can figure that out all by himself. Okay. Yeah, there should be a healthy mix. Should be fine. If I can. Actually, I'm curious now. Can you wait until loaded? What does that do? There's the first one that comes in. You're not going out. That's fine. What I'm wondering is if it blocks the cargo thingies. There's one coming in right now above a pretty republic, highlighting off the poles. That's fine. And if this one gets back out, I know that the cargo, what are they called? Cableways, cableway cars. That the cargo cableway cars will not block this. And you are not coming out? Which I would say just means that they are blocking it. That's fine. That's fine. I kind of assumed that. So I will... Well, fine. Get these going again. Yep, that one is going. Now, they probably will just stick in the order which I purchased them, which is fine. If I have to change that, I will. And I can alternate these. It's relatively easy. I just didn't do it this time. Okay, that one is set up and ready to go. Let's set up the next thing. I need a bus of some sort. Actually, a big bus of some sort. How about 2 big buses of some sort? Are the US buses better now? 65 and 72 for 129. Or 70 for 128. Nope, I like these. Where are passengers? I would say this. Should be some passengers here. Yep, there's a handful of passengers there. Let's get 1 bus from here. Yeah, that's fine. Go out to the station. I would like you to switch out. I don't want to load there. And then go out here. You can do both. And then you come back to this one. Cool. Go. Assign the same route to this guy. Double click on you. But you can go to this station. That should be fine. Now we should have some workers coming up here, working in this wood guy and this one. Additionally, it appears that you cannot use this as a real transfer station. Okay, I'll survive that. There may be, just maybe, no, there's no footpath connection to this guy. This is going to be too far, however, actually, if I look at how far that actually is, I may be able to tell. So this is 150, ooh, no, this is not too far. This is not too far at all. Wow. That's 200, 230. This is about 300 meters, and they can walk more than that. So I think this will actually be fine. Let's assign those, and then this cableway station can man all of these guys. That will be really, really nice. Looks like we need some fuel out there. How much? I've been using this one for fuel deliveries to different places, and it looks like we still have 2 left over. Awesome. Yep, bring fuel out here until they're full. Excellent. That should work just fine. How are we doing up here? We are almost done with everything. So number 3, number 1. That should be good. There were some people moved in here already, but obviously they died in the winter. And by dying in the winter... Oh no, we have this guy. I don't have a heat pipe connected. Of course not. Because why would I remember that? What are the odds here? I'm gonna say we cannot get there in one straight line. Still causing obstruction. Okay, that's a different problem. It's not the problem that I'm talking about. Get you... Sure. Get you here first. And this is, again, kind of a worker camp that does not have to be pretty. Still causing obstruction again. Okay. I did not expect to get here in one length, but it's straight enough that we can. Cool. We will lose some heat on the way here, but honestly, this should be close enough to everything that heat should not be the problem. We already have power. We have a kindergarten. We have this. We have sport. I think we have everything we need. So let's get that one set up, and then people can move in, because currently we have 21-year-olds, 1,400 living with their parents. They will jump on the opportunity to get out there. So what we want here, let's get some Americans out. The Mars 305, 95, that's probably too much. 25 is too little. 76 is okay. And this is the speed that we can actually go on the gravel road. I don't want to change that. Our route is going to be pretty simple. Pick up here. Drop off. Kind of want to drop off there, but there's no real reason to drop off in a place that they can go... There's not a real transfer station is what I'm getting at. But this one's probably fine. Drop off there as a transfer. I don't need you to load anyone from there. Then come back here. Do whatever you need to do. I don't want to unload anything there. And then come out well, to these two stations. I would like you to come out this way, drop off there and there. There's nothing to load on either of these stops. And then you go back home. That looks great. Assign that same thing to all of these guys. Start you, go to the line, turn on line spacing, and hopefully this will just work. I will give the buses just a minute to get up here. Where is the closest fuel station? I would say nowhere near here. They either have to go down in Beluga and get fuel, or they have to go all the way down here and get fuel. I'm going to say that one is too far away. Beluga probably works when they go out there. But in general, that's not going to fly because I have a feeling these will get stuck. So let's help them. Small gas station, 70 tons of fuel. That sounds good. I like how this is aligned. I hope this kind of works. It doesn't bite me later. So let's just get this one in here. That is good. Assign our construction office as usual, and then we're going to fill that up later on. That should be good. Buses, where are you? You are not... There's the first one. There's our first bus. And with that, I would say we can just let people move in here. So let's see what happens. Shouldn't take very long. There they are. There they are. Like, oh yeah, that's a great place. We should hang out here. Yeah, that's not how people from this area talk at all. But that's the way I want it to sound right now. Apparently, I'm guessing this guy cannot get up there, and that's fine. I don't need the secret police to get in every crevice of everywhere that I go, because honestly, this is fine. This is just fine. People will be loyal just because there's radio on this guy. So that is neat. These trucks, yeah, they're doing something. I'm glad I put in the larger station here. Because with the smaller one, we would have already been full. That would be bad. Where are you guys going? You're going somewhere. I'm guessing you may be working on some of these sites. That's fine. There's the first bus coming. Let's see who you're picking up and that this makes sense for your route. I hope it does, but you never know. And with that, honestly, that is all I have. Hey, Lennon. That's all I have to do. I do want to actually see, you have 76 just passengers. That's good, because no workers want to go to the city, but passengers want to fulfill their needs, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. So yeah, that's our bus. Going down to Beluga, getting things done down the hill. This will probably be a really fun drive in the winter, but not right now. But we are making progress. Yeah, Strakorov is started. It's going to take a while until we get that done. And at some point, I have to worry about getting nuclear fuel and other things for the nuclear power plant, because that is probably going to be required out there. And honestly, it seems like there are continuously some power outages. Just because, don't ask, don't tell. So I will have to fix those at some point as well. And I'm hoping that a nuclear power plant is just going to be exactly what we need for that. Hey, trees. There's our city, the nice busy city. I want to make sure that's actually going to drop off everyone that we care about. I'm sure that we will. I should probably zoom in a little bit. You are dropping off everyone. You're not picking up anyone. That is perfect, because now there should be some people either here, probably already picked up. No, those are all workers. Where'd the passengers go? The passengers can go to different places, whatever they need. Sport is one of them. Visitors waiting in front. I should probably add some outdoor sports here. Yeah, some other time. How we're doing up here. The footpaths are done. What I want to see is, can you walk? Yes! 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 I'm excited about that. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm very excited about that. Buildings without our power supply. I'm gonna fix that. That's not hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.